My name's Cass uh, Hoffer, in case you're interested. Um, and I do art, I think. So I've got a lot of different interests, right? So I do painting. I like Minecraft. Yeah. I've done charcoal. I've done colored pencils, markers. Getting really into markers recently, actually. So yeah. I like doing makeup. I like jewelry. I like collecting jewelry specifically. I like collecting like odd things. Uh, Not gonna swear in this because I don't know how Presser feels about that, but I could. I collect a lot of different things, a lot of different knickknacks, a lot of different silly stuff. It's just kind of what I do, right? Um, so yeah, I do a lot of stuff, a lot of art. Yeah, I'm 21. Guess what my other hobby is? I'll let you fill in the blanks there, buddy. I live in Michigan. I have for my entire life. Yeah. Um, and there are plenty of colleges to choose from in Michigan, particularly community colleges as well. But at the time I applied for this one, Iowa Central Community College, I did not have a car, did not have a license. I was also like maybe 18. I was 18, yeah. So didn't really have a lot going on there, right? So, I mean, what are you going to do as an 18-year-old? And initially, I was going to a community college here in Michigan, Oakland Community College, um, for like a semester, but I had to take Ubers all the time. I had to ask friends for lifts there, and it just got too expensive to maintain. And I think if I did have a car at the time, I probably would have kept going there, and honestly, probably would have been done with my associate's degree by this point. But here we are. Um, the degree I'm going for is my digital arts associates, and it's been a really fun program so far. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, there have been tons of photography classes. I've been doing a ton of graphic design courses, and a few general ed stuff. Intermittently, as you might need it. Um, taking these classes has really put a lot of perspective into what I want to do eventually. Let me step back for a second. I have loved doing art for years, decades maybe. It's always been a passion of mine, and it's always been something I really enjoy doing. And I literally can't see myself doing anything else. Honest to God. And growing up, I was always super inspired by like animators who made these big blockbuster movies. Disney movies were my thing. Like, I had so many crushes on so many Disney princesses. Don't sue me, all right? It happened to all of us. This is a universal problem, all right? But I always wanted to do something like that, or that exactly. But as I've gotten older and as I've kind of like matured more into what I would consider on my interests, right? Um, and looking at the world around me, it's kind of a bad time to be an artist. Look, um, the world's kind of going to going to crumble zone, right? I think we can all agree on that. Um, and the art industry as a whole, it's kind of crumbling with it, right? And it's really scary to see like the stories of some of these storyboarders, these animators who've been out of work for years and are just scraping by. And I know we've all heard that stereotype of the broke artist who is, still living in their parents' basement and living paycheck to paycheck, but I'm already doing that and I haven't even graduated college. So maybe it's time for a step back, reevaluate, figure out what it is exactly that I want to do, right? So no promises here, but I've been thinking about, taking a step back, maybe taking a gap year after this program, after I graduate, and going and doing something else. I got a job right now at a daycare as an assistant, and honestly, it's one of my favorite jobs ever. Like, I think it is the coolest job I've ever had, and that is saying quite a bit. I mean, my history includes a lot of different retail places, fast food. I've done a lot of different stuff, but this, I think, is my new passion thing, is working with kids. Mind you, I'm working with like baby to 4-year-old range, so mixed reviews on all sides for these little rascals, but love them to death. I don't think I'd do anything else, actually. So, I've recently had the thought that maybe I'd go back after this degree, be an art teacher. But yeah, that is me in a nutshell. I'm not really good at interviews like this because I never know how to answer who are you or what do you like? What are your interests? I always feel like I have all these interests, but then I immediately forget them the second someone even so much as uttered the notion of asking about them, right? And maybe that's just because I'm still figuring out what those things are, but interviews are weird, right? They're weird.